Right, hello again, this is Nara. This is one of the projects which I worked on SNP. It's called Northolt Swimmerama at that time, but then we changed the name to Northolt Leisure Centre. Well, what's interesting about this is that it was an existing swimming pool, then we demolished it, and then we built a housing on the side, as you'll see in my other video, the Northolt Leisure Centre. We made a deal with local authority, Ealing Council, and some developers, and the sort of the highway agency as well, because they were involved in bits and pieces, that we will develop swimming pool and housing for the housing association, and the police as well. They have their place as part of the swimming pool leisure center, and we will have more spaces and more sort of we increase the bulkiness of the site. Now this is the ground floor plan. I had my colleague Krista at that time, who was working very hard on this. I used to help in the weekend and the evening, as I was working on Cardiff Leisure Centre, and I was working on the Stirling project. Now, so what we did is that we put the library and the police department there, and the cafe in the corner, because this is Northolt station here. On this road is Northolt underground station on the central line, and then there is a road which turns towards the other parts of Northolt, which leads to the west. Now, the learner pool, we put it in the middle. The competition pool, we put it on the side. As you see in the night video, it has interesting white beams with rings in it to reduce the weight. And we put the parking spaces here. Was like part of section 106 with the council. There were some conditions, so we worked on the outline planning scheme, and also that's the community facility and the terrace, spectator seating, down studio, plant room, and I can see here, you can see the void over foyer and dry change, and WC is an equipment store, and the police on the second floor. I'm not going to show you the housing because there it's on the other side and it's normal. Now I'm going to talk more about the planning. The planning and the meeting. As you can see, this was an outline planning application, which was an interesting experience. This is the schedule. So we had to produce 3 Dragons appraisal and planning meeting and housing meeting and highways meeting, and we had to develop the scheme and finalize the scheme, and think about the drawing production and the reports, and went to produce the 3D mapping montage and the submission. Also, we worked on the design and access statement, planning statement, transport assessment, noise and air quality assessment, sustainable checklist, energy statement, confirmation of 10% number of properties DDA compliant, confirmation of parking provision, arboricultural report, affordable housing provision statement, daylight sunlight assessment, overshadowing diagrams, and contamination report, because there was some contamination on the site, and statement of community involvement. Because the swimming pool, as you understand, it is a community project, so we had to do some questionnaires and discuss the community, what kind of design, what kind of material and construction material, and so on. And these are some of the minutes which I had to help my colleagues in organize and correct, and so on and so forth. Right. This is another interesting detail which I would like to show you, that in SNP we have sometimes some typical details which we need to use from time to time, you know, for the leisure pools and 25-meter pools and the gym and other parts, and so we need to show the council that even though it's outline planning application, but we do have standard details when we have some high standard which you know, we follow. So the type of curtain wall, for example, and galvanized steel, you know, column, and the ceramic tiles and the glue lamp beams and wall ties facing brickwork and weep-holes. We do have standard ones which we use, and so we will tell the council that we have our own high standard and we draw the attention. And for the more details and real image of the building, please visit the other video where it says Northolt Leisure Centre. And thank you so much for watching this video and having a look at my CV and my experience with leisure centres and swimming pool. Have a nice day.